Alright, so I'm watching a TikTok video, a little random ass video, little.
Wait. EDP has a TikTok? Wait, what the fuck? What's up, guys? Destructor here, and today, yes, EDP445, he is back. It's been a while since I talked about him. Last time I talked about him, he was doing his apology thing. Now, ever since that, he's been getting bitched out by his decoy girlfriend and master at work. And now he's acting tough for like a TikTok towards like a bunch of these minors or some shit, some video that he saw. And he just goes all wannabe gangster. So, look at this fuck.
Hey, I couldn't be a school teacher because I would have knocked the fuck out of one of those little kids. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck if I'm a teacher. I don't give a fuck if I'm a grown up. If you disrespect me, motherfucker, I will drag your ass all over that fucking classroom. I don't give a fuck if you are 14, 15, 16, 17, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, however old you are. If you disrespect me, I'm pulling you by your motherfucking hair, I'm beating your ass, and I'm dragging you all over that motherfucker, you know?
Ah, yes, he threatens to beat you up. Yeah, fucking. What happened when you were doing the same exact thing with Chet Tit Goldstein over there and CC Unit? What happened to that, bud?
You really doing this?
There's somebody here to meet
You're here to meet a 13-year-old.
man. Solicited photos. There's somebody here.
Are you really doing this?
Yes. Okay, it's
Yeah, some tough guy in my eyes. You were literally crying like a bitch there in that fucking moment, buddy. You're so tough. Yeah, sure. And the hilarious thing about it goes from like, oh, he will beat you up, you dare disrespect him. It goes from that to like, now he's like gonna threat physical violence towards children. I want you to keep this in mind because this is not the first time he's done this, by the way. It'll keep getting worse from here.
Students are these days little fucking, little ignorant ass motherfuckers. Nigga, you can't tell them shit. I would have punched the fuck out that little white bitch. You know what I mean? It's a fucking joke. This, and that.
So, in terms of taking a break from the, threatening to assault minors and shit like that, because, when it comes to physical assault to EDP, we all know what kind of assault he wants to do to children, if you catch my drift, my guy. He wants to, like, physically pound their kids' fist right into the fucking, like, no zone with his, like, fucking finish of the cupcake driver. We all know what he really means by that. And the funny thing is, he tries to act all, like, relatable or some shit, like he's old or some shit. And this guy's only in his mid-30s. He's only literally a decade older than, like, me or some shit, for example. This guy, he's not slick with his relatability. He's not, like, like my parents' age or some shit where you can actually make that claim. Like, what the fuck, retard?
I have never, I mean, again, I've been graduating since 2009. That's like, what, 13, 14, 15 years.
Yes, so enough of the break about trying to be all, like, relatable, like, you feel me and all that stuff, like he's something like a cool, like, uncle or, like, a dad or whatever. Now we're going back to the, more chest pounding, more aggression, like throwing violence towards children. I'm gonna beat the crap out of you, drag you around, I'm gonna give you the cupcake driver 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring. I'm going to violate you, my dude, like, what you saying, brother? Like, feel me, my dude, like, that's what it is, and you can't really tell me shit otherwise. The type of, like, bullshit gangster crap. Yet, when people, like, call him out, he's like, oh, I'm gonna shoot you with a gun, threatening or some shit, or crying like a bitch. Like, just more classic chest pounding from Eat That Predator 445.
Yeah, man, I couldn't be a teacher. Fuck that. I swear to fucking God, my nigga, if I was that teacher, man, I would have fucking pulled that bitch by her hair and just would have started whooping her motherfucking ass, dude. I would have fucked her shit up badly. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck how old you are. You're not going to blatantly fucking respect me, you know?
So I guess after he decides to do more chest pounding, he decides to tell a little story about like he's being with some kid, like one of his relatives or some shit, which I kind of find bullshit. But I'm willing to play devil's advocate for this guy. And so the gist of it is he's saying like, oh, like he's making fun of this dude's hair, like. Well, at least he has hair. At least he doesn't look like a fucking like fucking 3 gorillas in one human body or some shit. It doesn't look like fucking like 100 monkeys or some shit. At least it doesn't look like a fucking disgusting ape or something like you, my guy. You really have the nerve to like shit talk a kid's hair. Yeah, maybe it's goofy, but like it's a little kid. Like, bruh, who cares? Like this shit is probably one of the most hilarious parts of the video, just for how fucking insane it is.
For example, I was talking to a friend of mine and she was hanging out with her 9-year-old brother, little ugly ass, nappy haired little bitch ass motherfucker, looked like he needs his fucking ass whipped with a fucking leather strap, you know what I mean? and he was talking shit about me being bald or whatever. I'm looking like, bro, if you don't sit your little punk ass down, man, I swear to God, man, I'll fly cross country and knock your little ass out, bro. Like, sit the fuck down, bitch. You know what I mean?
We got ourselves here another edition of the EDP Coped Edition. We're gonna have ourselves some betting contestants. First contestant, how much money you're gonna bet here? I'm gonna bet 2 cupcakes. Next contestant, how much are you gonna bet for EDP's Cope here? Oh, I'll just go buy the freaking 3 kidney failures, duh. And then the last contestant here, how much are you gonna bet for EDP's Cope? I'm just gonna bet 5 Pizza Huts. Well, that's all we have for ladies and gentlemen. We got EDP445 going full ironic and cope, so enjoy.
Little punk ass motherfuckers just running their fucking mouth. Ain't about shit. Will get knocked the fuck out if you ever confronted their ass or whatever, you know. Little punk ass niggas.
So, so after EDP does decide to be full ironic again, now this guy is doing the last bit of chest pounding. Because I told you to keep this more than once. He would do this more than once. And if you were counting, he was doing this at least throughout the whole video. So congratulations, have a gold star. That's at least about 8 or so times at this point. It's fucking hilarious that EDP never fails to impress us with how fucking, stupid and, full ironic this guy. He just decides to make more fucking threads, and it's usually the same old shit. Dragging these people, whipping them with, a belt. They're, just kind of think the usual, garbage threads that this fucking fat fuck decides to do, because he can't really think of anything creative, because all he can do is just spam, the N-word over and over with a bunch of random cuss words, because he thinks he's entertaining these days for, insults and threats and shit, because he's, a bitch. He's a fucking big fat bitch. He's pretty much, the discount fucking, Big E. Let's be honest here, my guy.
This student, man, if I was that teacher, I would have punched that little white bitch square in her motherfucking jaw. Bitch would be in the hospital, because you ain't gonna fucking talk to me like that. Fuck that. Oh, well, you're a teacher, and you're supposed to show some restraint. Fuck that, dude. You know what I mean? Nigga, if I'm really up in this shitty ass mood, motherfucker, I'll take a belt, put that shit around your motherfucking neck and hang you by that motherfucker, you feel me? Put that bitch around my motherfucking back and choke the fuck out of you, bitch, until your face turns.
What do we take away from this video? EDP445 does not learn. He does not learn. It doesn't matter how much constant threats he does, taking back his apologies, running away from people like Master at work or some shit, that type of thing. Just getting cucked by a teenage girl, basically, because he's a stupid idiot who falls for children again. It's he's the class fucking case predator. He's the locale of all predators. I can't think of anyone who's more insanely down bad than EDP. But there is a silver lining to this. EDP did admit one thing that is very useful to us, and that is,
I'm fucked up. I don't give a shit.
Well, we got the confirmation that we all need to know, and we already knew about for years. He's fucked up. He does not give a shit. That is all we really need to know about EDP445, ladies and gentlemen, generally. But anyway, this has been Destructor. I hope you'll enjoy this video. Take care, and of course,
I'm fucked up. I don't give a shit.